Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
My, what a tangled web we weave when we mean only to deceive. This is the story of Susan Rice and the Democrats with this Russian probe, folks. They really can't keep their story straight. It's been quite a struggle, and it appears to me that at this point, they are using Susan Rice as a scapegoat. Now, it's very important we continue to focus on this, whether Susan Rice is the likely person that unmasked the names or not, because we need to know who did unmask the names. Now, let's keep in mind, while all of this is going on, the Russian probes, the unmasking, the alleged illegal activity here or there, or the Russian collusion, where is Obama? He's hiding away on a deserted island. While all this is going on, the former president who said he wanted to know about Russian collusion, this was a serious issue, he wanted the investigation on his desk. And of course, now we know that indeed Obama's team was surveilling Donald Trump and his associates. But where is Obama now? Where is he now that everything is hitting the fan? Where is he now that accusations of illegal activity are being alleged? He's nowhere to be found. How convenient. But again, let's stay focused on the issue at hand. Now, the media has tried to distract us as of late from the Susan Rice unmasking allegations with the Steve Bannon story and the Devin Nunes story. Of course, all sorts of rumors about Steve Bannon. Was he already on his way out? Was he forced out? Was he not? Was it mutually agreed? Did he want to be out? We don't know. That was the big story, though, on the heels or on the eve of Susan Rice unmasking allegations coming out. Of course, and then the new big story today was Devin Nunes to recuse himself from the Russia probe, a victory for Shifty Schiff and a sad development for, in my opinion, getting the truth out about the Russian probe. Now the Democrats will have a monopoly on getting intelligence out about that. Can't trust them. But again, let's focus on the issue here, and that's the unmasking. So let's get down to the brass tacks here. What came out was a leak. Somebody from the intelligence agency had to deliver transcripts of General Flynn and whoever he was talking to with the Russians, and probably other transcripts as well. It comes out now that Susan Rice did in fact request multiple transcripts to figure out who from the Trump administration or Trump team was talking to in Russia. Of course, they'll say they were investigating Russia banks, but nonetheless, the surveillance was there. So there had to be a process where the intelligence communities, they say, handed over these transcripts to somebody in the security administrations, and then somebody in the security administration said, I need to know the names of these people so that I can do a proper investigation. So then the intelligence community allegedly unmasked these names so that somebody could get these names out. And then, of course, these names ended up being leaked to the public, and Susan Rice is the name that's being associated with all of this. Now, they can deny it's Susan Rice all they want. Susan Rice can say she doesn't know anything, she doesn't know anybody, she's spinning in circles, she has no idea what's going on, and we'll show that in a second. But if it's not Susan Rice, that doesn't end the debate, which is who unmasked the names and who leaked those names to the media. We cannot let this debate go unfinished. But here's Susan Rice fumbling all over herself as far as what she knows or doesn't know about unmasking.
I believe Susan Rice abused this system, and she did it for political purposes. She needs to be brought in and questioned under oath.
Okay, you believe that.
So let us be very clear about this. There is no evidence whatsoever that the Trump team surveilled or was spied on illegally. There is no evidence that backs up the president's original claim. And on this program tonight, we will not insult your intelligence by pretending otherwise, nor will we aid and abet the people who are trying to misinform you, the American people, by creating a diversion.
How do you respond?
Well, Andrea, this is not anything political has been alleged.
On numerous occasions, the intelligence community incidentally collected information about U.S. citizens involved in the Trump transition.
I know nothing about this.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
I was surprised to see reports from Chairman Nunes on that count today.
I have confirmed that additional names of Trump transition team members were unmasked.
And there were occasions when I would receive a report in which a U.S. person was referred to. So the notion that, which some people are trying to suggest, that by asking for the identity of an American person, that is the same as leaking it, is completely false. There's no equivalence between so-called unmasking and leaking.
She requested the unmasking, and she didn't just do it once or twice, she did it dozens of times. The White House counsel identified Rice as the person responsible for the unmasking after examining Rice's documents log request. So apparently when they get these things unmasked, they have to like put their name in a log. It's one thing good about our government is we have lots of paper trails for everything.
It was not uncommon. In fact, it was necessary at times to make those requests to find out the identity of U.S. officials on every topic under the sun when it seemed relevant.
Okay. It is biblical that Mike Cernovich, investigative journalist, lawyer, filmmaker, he got the leak directly from the big outfit. Our intel is it's Bloomberg, but he wants to leave his source alone. Bloomberg, within an hour of him publishes their own thing confirming everything Cernovich said, and no one on the news will even say his name. One time on CNN, they said, oh, he's fake news.
Right-wing media types peddling a fake scandal. What is it? Well,
they don't attack the fact that it's a real story. Or CNN calls it a fake scandal. They don't call it a fake story. They say, oh, the scandal's fake.
Details about U.S. persons associated with the incoming administration, details with little or no apparent foreign intelligence value, were widely disseminated in intelligence community reporting.
It was not then typically broadly disseminated throughout the national security community or the government.
She ordered detailed spreadsheets on Trump campaign officials. That information was made available to 16 other intelligence agencies and subsequently leaked. The information was obtained from surveillance of those people.
That's gotta hurt.
Absolutely not for any political purposes to spy, expose anything.
But let me leak the name of Mike Flynn.
I leaked nothing to nobody, and never have and never would.
Can she reveal the identity of the American for a purpose other than national security? Absolutely not. Can she ask for more Americans involved and then unmask them and say to her boss, by the way, guess what Trump and Manafort were talking about last night? You know what that's called? That's called espionage.
Last but not least, my favorite.
I want to be clear, none of this surveillance was related to Russia or the investigation of Russian activities or of the Trump team.
Can you say definitively that there was collusion? There were people affiliated with the Trump campaign who were working with Russians?
I don't think we can say anything definitively at this point. We are still at the very early stage of the investigation. The only thing I can say is that it would be irresponsible for us not to get to the bottom of this.
And part of his administration already said we were going to scatter, we were going to get as much information, we were going to scatter it out there publicly to try to harm the Trump administration. This was a witch hunt that began with the Obama administration, sour grapes on the way out the door. Wow. They were going to use the intelligence apparatus to attack Trump, and I think they did.
And get as much intelligence as you can before President Obama leaves the administration, because I had a fear that somehow that information would disappear with the senior people who left. So it would be hidden away in the bureaucracy, that the Trump folks, if they found out how we knew what we knew about the Trump staff's dealing with Russians, that they would try to compromise those sources and methods, meaning we would no longer have access to that intelligence. So I became very worried because not enough was coming out into the open, and I knew that there was more.
I leaked nothing to nobody, and never have and never would. I know nothing about this.
Oh, I see nothing. I was not here. I did not even get up this morning. I am very proud to announce the introduction of the highest quality Infowars Biome Defense probiotic. We wanted to come out with the largest spectrum of high quality known probiotics that have been proven to improve overall digestion and health and detoxification in the body. Biome Defense is an exclusive blend of 50 billion live and active cultures from over 23 different probiotic strains that are known to support digestion and intestinal function. Our researchers are confident that we have been able to develop what will be the leading probiotic on the market. Secure your Biome Defense in ultra strength or regular strength at InfoWarsLife.com today and get started supporting your digestive system naturally. We've been testing this formula for years, but this is the limited first run to the public, so please take advantage of it today. Support your own health and support the InfoWar.